The content of this podcast is provided for general informational purposes only and is not intended as, nor should it be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. I am Karen Nipple, family nurse practitioner, and you are listening to Itchy and Bitchy, a podcast that provides answers to your many unanswered health questions. I am one of those people who stopped drinking cow's milk a while ago. I only had mild GI upset when drinking milk, but I figured I didn't need the inflammation in my body it was apparently causing. So I started drinking almond milk, using it in my coffee and when on occasion I eat cereal. Because at the time I also ate almonds on a regular basis, I started having some signs that I was building an intolerance to almonds. Every time I ate almonds, I would cough while I was eating them. Not a good sign. So I changed over to oat milk, and that is what I've been using for at least a year. Many people are choosing milk alternatives for a number of reasons, including their concern for the environment, issues with lactose intolerance, or their preference for the taste or flavor of non-milk alternatives. Honestly, I really didn't have a specific rationale for which plant-based milk I was using, and I thought, well, maybe my listeners are doing the same thing, wanting to move away from dairy milk to a plant-based milk, but have no rhyme or reason for which product to choose. Unfortunately, if you are choosing based on the nutritional value of the product, the nutritional information provided on the packaging of these products is limited. On the package, you will see information on total fat, carbohydrates, protein, calcium, iron, and sometimes vitamin D, E, or A. Information provided varies from brand to brand. For instance, the nutritional information on Blue Diamond brand almond milk also includes the levels of phosphorus, magnesium, copper, zinc, manganese, potassium, as well as vitamin C and vitamin B12. But the level of this detail is pretty unusual in products because the FDA doesn't require that information be included. Just a week ago, a report on mineral content in plant-based milk was presented at the American Chemical Society's annual meeting. The study was completed by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration chemists who chose to measure the amount of magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, and selenium in plant-based milk alternatives because these essential minerals are currently not required on the nutrition facts label and are important components of dairy milk. Not surprisingly, the researchers who analyzed 85 samples of plant-based beverages found variability in mineral content by type and brand. The study hasn't been peer-reviewed or published yet, so the details of the specific amounts of minerals is not yet available to review with you, unfortunately. Each product analyzed was made from a single base ingredient, such as almond, cashew, coconut, hemp, oat, pea, rice, or soy. Yes, there are a lot of different plants used in plant-based milks, clearly. So lots of choices to make. And after this break, I will go over the findings of the study and give you a couple of recommendations. Be right back. Dairy milk is a key contributor of the micronutrients studied in American diets, and our bodies cannot make them. They have to be consumed. So it's important to know how much is provided by various milk alternatives. Is the amount comparable to what is provided in dairy milk? That's the question we're asking. Of all the samples analyzed in this study that I mentioned earlier, only pea and soy-based drinks had higher levels of the 4 essential minerals than cow's milk did, and the pea-based drinks contained about 50% higher levels of phosphorus, zinc, and selenium than dairy milk. So they not only had all those nutrients, but they had 50% greater amounts than dairy milk. Soy milk had the highest levels of magnesium of the beverages tested. Remember that selenium, which is high in the pea-based milk, is a very important nutrient for healthy thyroid function. We've talked about this on previous episodes. So choosing a pea-based milk may be a good choice for you if you want some additional thyroid support. Soy milk is a good choice if you want to boost your magnesium levels. Supplementing magnesium can help with migraines, constipation, and insomnia, among other things. Just a reminder that soy is a phytoestrogen, which is a plant-based estrogen. So if you have been told by your health care provider to avoid estrogen in any form, soy milk would not be a good choice for you. After reading this study, I am considering changing my plant-based milk to a pea-based product. Not only does it have higher levels of minerals than dairy milk, but it also is a good source of protein with 1 cup serving containing 8 grams of protein, which is the same amount as 1 cup of cow's milk. Almond milk, by comparison, contains 1 gram of protein versus 8 in 1 cup. So if you are working on upping your protein intake, is a good idea for most people, pea-based milk is a good option for you. The most readily available pea-based product in the U.S. is a brand called Ripple. And I have to admit that when I was checking out different products and I found Ripple, the font is such that I thought the name was Nipple, which I thought, well, that's pretty clever for a milk product, even if it's plant-based, a milk product, but it is not Nipple. It is Ripple, and I probably need another eye exam. So, Ripple, not Nipple, has many forms and flavors available. I recommend unsweetened options to lower sugar content. They have original and vanilla unsweetened milks, and they have vanilla and chocolate flavors that contain 12 to 15 grams of sugar per serving. They also have a half and half substitute, their shakes, and a kids' pea-based milk that contains additional nutrients that growing children need, like omega-3 fatty acids. Since this was a study completed by the FDA, hopefully, the information on the content of these important nutrients, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, and selenium, will be included on the nutrition facts label of these products in the near future. We can just hope. I'm personally going to head out to the store and buy some pea-based milk. I hope you will consider a plant-based milk and that this episode helps you choose the right one for you. Cheers. Please visit our Facebook page, I&B Podcast, where you can leave comments or questions. Our website is itchyandbitchy.com. There are blogs with some of our subjects available there for you to read. As always, thanks to Forrest Wenzel, our producer and composer of our theme music. Check out his album called An Awful Lot. Go to wherever you stream your favorite music to listen, and if you don't know where to stream music, you can find the album on Apple Music or Spotify. As always, remember that your health is in your hands. Have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend.